Have you wondered if you can trust the wisdom and competence of God? Can you trust His many years of loyalty and unchanging character? Some tried to make a deal with God, to argue with them, but in the end they got into the arms of God's plan and realized that this was the best thing that could be for them. I remember the story of Mary. She was saved at the age of 13, and since she was baptized, she felt that the Lord was calling her to ministry. But at that time, women in the ministry were not only rare, they were practically impossible. So she ignored the call of the Lord. She wanted to live an ordinary life, so she got married and had 6 children. Being married, she felt the call of the Lord more and more, but her husband and eldest daughter were against it. But after a while, Maria suffered grief. 5 of her 6 children died, and Mary herself became very ill and was between life and death. And when she was already very weak, the call of the Lord was so strong that she gave in and gave her heart to God's call. When Mary, reeling from illness, got up to preach for the first time, it was in the home of her husband's family. A scripture came to her mind and her words flew out faster than she could think of them. Everyone who listened to her wept. Later, Mary began to preach healing, but there were many incredulous people. She was arrested and accused of practicing medicine without a license while many people were healed. She preached that salvation and faith must be in place to experience these miracles. Believers have seen all kinds of healing in every meeting. The blind, dumb and deaf were set free, the sick and crippled were healed, and those close to death were resurrected. Such miracles and healings happened all the time. The service of Mary, later, became an example and a norm for other women. But if Mary had not started preaching, it would have delayed God's plans for all mankind for many years.